basically, he ended up growing up with monkeys and chimpanzees in the wilderness of Africa for a couple of years. He could climb better than a regular person. He could do all types of shit. All right, that proves that that's legit. That's not just a fairy tale. Yeah. Nebuchadnezzar was literally living like a beast
amongst them and shit.
Oh, well, there's a movie I recommend all Aki to watch it. It's called Split, and what in the series of Unbreakable. All right, they have Unbreakable, but then you had the other one. It's the next one is called Split. But basically, in those movies, the first one it shows you basically how certain psychological things can happen to the brain that makes people have superhuman abilities. Well, that's the reason why you had Samuel L. Jackson. Basically, they call him Glass because his bones was real brittle. But then you had I forget my man with the bald head that played 8mm. Bruce Willis, yeah. Bruce Willis was the opposite. You know, he was real strong. So that guy believed that people had certain abilities. Now in the second movie, there was a guy that had like 28 different personalities in him, and one of the personalities, all the personalities kept telling him like, you don't want to meet the one that's called the Beast. So this motherfucker, the Beast, that's literally what it was. The psychological thing that happened to him in his mind. He grew muscles, like his muscles were so strong that they were like pulsating, you know? He could climb walls with his fingertips because he was so strong. He could crush you, rip you into pieces, you know? But he was an Edomite though, you know? But it was he got shot with a shotgun and the bullets didn't even penetrate his skin, you know? And that goes because sickness is a state of mind too. The placebo effect, you know, when they kept telling people that they were sick, you know, and then people thought they were sick. They was like, okay, well, we're gonna give you this to make you whole, and they were shooting them with sugar water, and the people healed themselves, you know.
Yep. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 21, and he was driven from the sons of men, and his heart was made like to the beast, and his dwelling was with the wild asses. They fed him with grass like oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till he knew that the Most High power ruled in the kingdom of men.
That's right.
And that he appointed over it whomsoever he will. And thou, his son, O Belshazzar, hast not humbled thy heart, though thou knewest all this, but hast lifted up thyself against the Most High of heavens, and they have brought the vessels of his house before thee, and thou and thy idol, or Salat, and thy lords and thy wives and thy concubines have drunk wine in them, and thou hast praised the gods of silver and gold, of brass, iron, wood, and stone, which see not, nor hear, nor know, in the power in whose hand thy breath is, in whose are all thy ways hast thou not glorified. Then was the part of the hand sent from him, in this writing was written, and this is the writing that was written, Mene, Tekel, Upharsin, or sent. This is the interpretation of the thing, Mene, Yahweh has numbered thy kingdom and finished it.
America is numbered, okay? This is many kingdoms. Yup, he's numbered this kingdom. The time that they can't buy, the bounds that they can't pass, America's gonna be destroyed. I don't care who don't like it.
That's right.
The missile, that's why you hear about missiles all the time, because the missiles gonna be shot upon America. That's why they don't want nobody to have that uranium on the other side of the world, because America's been bullying. I can't even say bullying. They've been messing with the rest of the world to the point now they had to get the missile. Now the missile is gonna shoot upon over here, and that's gonna be in about 15 minutes when it gets down and dirty. So go ahead. It's already bounds they can't pass. Go ahead.
Tekel, thou art weighed in the balance and art found wanting.
Go ahead. Yeah. You've been waiting in the balance and you've been found wanting. So you.
When you go into the word wanting in the Hebrew, it's lacking and deficient.
Right. You've been lacking and deficient in this thing. That so you have no what they call that? You have no integrity. You know,
There's no truth for the Most High in the
ain't
land.
nothing about that in the land. You can see the land. It's all owed to Nimrod at this moment. This Nimrod season. Actually, it's Nimrod season all the time. Go ahead, bro.
Paris, thy kingdom is divided
Yep.
and giving it to the Medes and the Persians.
Right. So his king is going to, but it's going to be divided. You know,
It's gonna be given to us. It's gonna be given to us this
It's
time.
going to be given to us.
Fuck the Median and Pers, bro.
Done.
Fuck the Median Pers. It's gonna be given to us.
Go ahead, bro. That was it on that, right?
It's cold as fuck out here.
Anyway, that's the ski. Yeah, that's a discharge.
Oh, woo!
Yeah, that's
This
This is
Oh, nah.
this
Y'all
is
funny.
Exodus 20:3. This says, "Thou shalt not have no other gods before me." This is the commandment stuff. This says, verse 4. It says, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven images or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters under the earth." Because you have the Dagon, the fish god. You got celestial deities that they got. You know,
You got the.
they making angels as their gods and things of nature.
They got one demon that people call the strangers. That people they lead them. They're called the gods. There's demons that people call the gods, and they guide them to like the left hand spiritual side and shit. It's
Yep.
wicked as hell.
Well, kind.
Oh, that's the same nigga from Dante's Inferno when he remember.
Yeah, he's talking about
God,
something
God,
else.
God. Verse 5. It says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children of the third and the fourth generation of them that hate me. Right. So you cannot bow down to the image you call Jesus. Jesus is not a real, is not the Lord. The Lord was not English. That word Jesus is English.
Don't exist.
And then he don't even exist. That's Cesar Borgia,
Yeah.
the image of him.
That's right.
So now it's time to pull that out of your membranes and get back into the scriptures, law, statutes, and commandments, and quit following the ways of these other demons, these other nations. Because all that got us is where we at in this predicament at this point. Because now that we believe, they believe that the Lord is about to, they believe God is a so-called white man. They believe that. Now, the Bible describes it as a dark-skinned man. But what does that matter? Because it's truth's sake. They won't tell. They can't. It's not in the white man to tell the truth. He can't do it.
That's right.
Okay, give me another scripture, and we can finish there. Right. Give me yours. You got something now? Okay, just finish it off, brother.
God, this is back in Baruch 6:19. It says they light candles, more than for themselves.
Get on my nerves, bro.
Wherefore they cannot see one. So they're lighting candles more than they would light when they're at home for themselves for an idol.
There we go.
You know, they're turning on all of these different lights, but the idol still can't see none of the candles.
Right, can't see it. He don't need no light because he has no reason to use light.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Turn
go.
on the
All
light.
right.
It says they are as one of the beams of the temple.
Hey, one of the beams of the temple, same wood is used in the temple is the same that you use for that God. Go ahead, bro.
This guy
Yet they
flat.
say their hearts are gnawed upon by things creeping out of the earth.
Right.
And when they eat them, and their clothes, they feel it not.
Right, because you got animals that believe you got creatures that eat wood, that gnaw on that wood.
Beavers.
You got beavers. You got just small little creatures
Like
termites.
termites.
There you go. Good.
Termites, yeah.
Termites that just gnaw on that. They don't feel that, you know. But hey, all you gonna do is what? Take some more wood, patch it up. You know what I mean? Carve it or whatever you gonna do. Go ahead, bro.
Their faces are black through the smoke that cometh out of the temple.
Right, so they got a fire burning in there, so that soot is on the
Getting
face
on
of
their
those
face.
gods.
That didn't
They-
happen when Salaka.
Go ahead.
That didn't happen when the presence of Yahweh came in the temple, bro. He was the smoke.
Yeah.
It mixed in all together, bro. It was the power of the Lord upon the temple. It ain't no soot.
Yeah.
Get on the Most High's face. What the fuck? Because he was a power. He was a living being in the temple. It was a spirit in the temple with them. It wasn't no soot and black shit getting on the Most High's face when he spoke to the children of Israel.
Right. Go ahead.
It says, upon their bodies and heads sit bats, swallows, and birds, and the cats also.
Right, so you got cats, birds, and swallows that are sitting. Hey, watch this. Chill. Chill out. You got bats, birds, and swallows that just perch on top of them. They sit there, and the cats just sit there chilling. The birds sit there and take a dump on them. You know, these guys can't do nothing.
Hey, cause you know the birds be shit.
Yeah,
and you go out on your car, man, the bird shit be on the car. You see the ledges of the buildings where birds sit at, it ain't nothing but shit all on them.
Right.
So
they don't even feel
when birds chill, hey, they like to doodle. I remember one family reunion that my family was having in my backyard when I was a kid. A bird pulled the tobit on the Ottoman, man. Shit it all in her face.
My eyes. So the cats don't have no fear
So I know
of it?
birds like the shit, man.
Bird-
All they do is eat, man.
That's all they do is eat and drop.
No, I already played.
Go ahead,
I
man.
claim the dog. I like the dog.
It says, by this ye may know that they are no gods.
That's right.
Therefore fear them not. Notwithstanding, the gold that is about them to make them beautiful, except they wipe off the rust, will not shine.
Right, so if you didn't get up there and polish that damn idol off, it wouldn't shine.
And
The
you gotta
dust will
take
be on it.
your Jesus piece to the jewelry cleaner to get it clean. man.
Right, and that's another curse. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
It says, for neither when they were molten did they feel it.
Yeah, so when they formed it in the hot molten, when they put the gold and they put the gold to smelt it and it was molten, they didn't feel it then when they poured it on top of laid it over with the wood. Right? Go ahead. There you go.
The things wherein there is no breath.
Oh no, whatever it was that put on, because gold would burn it if you put it over that. So, go ahead, bro.
The things wherein there is no breath are brought for a most high price.
Right. So the thing is quick with the breath. See, go ahead, keep reading on.
They are borne upon shoulders.
Spread out.
They are brought on their shoulders. They're brought upon the shoulders. They carried in there. They carried them.
It says they are borne upon shoulders, having no feet, whereby they declare unto men.
So they just sometimes they be in a sitting position. You know, they have no feet because they can't walk their ass to the spot they need to be at. Go ahead, bro.
It says having no feet, whereby they declare unto men that they be nothing worth. And that's these Christmas trees too. You know, cause for their families, they'll go and cut down a Christmas tree, or they'll go and pay the most high price for a Christmas tree. $70, $100, $150 for a nice Christmas tree to sit in their living rooms in their houses for Christmas, man. And then they'll deck it with gold and silver, going all the way back to the customs that was in Babylon. You know? And what nation celebrates Christmas like America, man? Nations don't celebrate Christmas as much as America do. So that goes to show that the spirit of this place is the spirit of Babylon.
Well, Black
I'm not
Friday.
saying that other nations don't celebrate Christmas. They celebrate Christmas over in Israel. They celebrate Christmas over in China. But what I'm saying is, America pushes Christmas so heavy upon you Americans so that you may boost their economy, man.
Well, Black Friday is an American custom. That started in 1954 in America.
People go Black Friday shopping so that they can give gifts to their relatives.
Yep.
They go so that they can buy the gifts real cheap. But you're celebrating Christmas, man. You're celebrating a holiday that goes all the way back to the customs of Babylon. Okay. Yeah, I guess more.
Go ahead, bro.
Because it's going into the border upon the shoulders.
All right, this is Jeremiah 10 and 1. It says, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, because it's only speaking to the house of Israel. These scriptures are only to the house of Israel, no one else. It says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So you got the heathen that's out there, the Dogon, the dog star, and Dagon, the fish god, or the Siri, the god, the star. They got all these. The heathen just gaze at the stars.
Bro,
they see chariots go by, and they just start worshiping and call it Halley's Comet. You know, right?
That's Esau.
That's Esau. They're
That's
just
Esau,
smoking weed,
bro.
you know, straight on the street.
I know.
If there was some niggas, man, there'd have been a fleet of patrol cars come out.
It said verse 3. It said, for the custom of the people are vain, and one cutteth the tree out of the forest, and the work of the hands of the workmen with an axe. So somebody go take the tree and go cut it with an axe, right? It says they deck it with silver and with gold, and they fasten it with nails and with hammers, and so that it move not. So they take the Christmas tree and they fasten it and they bolt it down to the floor that it moves not, so it stays sturdy and standing straight up. Right?
Yeah, on sunglasses at night.
I wear my sunglasses at night. They are upright as the palm tree. That's a song. That's a song. But they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. See, this still is an idol. This is an idol. That is basically what the same thing that they do, because it speak not. Because what?